Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and I'm starting on another commission. This one is very similar to the Strong Arm Titan build, except this one is a Spectre Titan build. This is the way that Walcom did it, and it's actually the way that I was planning to do one for myself at some point, because, as I like all things modular, I wanted one that had the stock attachment as well as rail. This particular fellow wanted a modular Titan. He wanted something that could be attached to multiple blasters. So the idea is to, one, put a Titan in it, and he'll have the stock so that he could use it by itself if he felt like it, but it'll also have additional top rail put on the back so that he can rail attach it to a barrel extension for whatever gun he wants. So, you know, a recon barrel or a long strike barrel, whatever he wants to attach it to, he will be able to. And then, of course, it'll have a variety of absolvers. He wants two sledge fire absolvers, as well as there will be two Spectre absolvers and all of the usual single barrel as well as demolisher rocket barrels. So this ought to be fun. It should take a little bit less modification than the Strong Arm did, or at least I'm hoping it will, because supposedly the Titan tank fits much nicer into the Spectre than into the Strong Arm. I had to add a PVC sleeve onto the shell, or into the tank that went on the other one. So let's bust open the Titan and get the tank out and start modifying the Spectre shell. Another Titan tragically gutted. As with the Strong Arm, there is going to need to be a fair amount of shell modification, so we'll get started on that. Remember, safety first. And all that remains to be done, really, which is impressive, routing out the front to put in the threaded attachment for the barrels, wiring the trigger, the firing peg to the trigger, which is also very, very simple, and then mounting the pump. Okay, so I've cut the gap for the pump. Now I just need to make the supports. I will once again be using this very thin sheet metal to create a couple of supports. It is assembled and functional. The only details left are cosmetic. The rail on the top and the paint job is going to be painted white. As you can see, it is now finished and fully assembled. I'm going to be taking it out and doing a firing demonstration. The paint job is done. The internals are all done. The attachment points are done. The attachments are mostly done. I do still need to make a few more attachments. He wanted a singled Mega as well as a Whistler. We'll have to see what I can come up for both of those, but so far I've completed the singled Elite and Demolisher, two 5-round cylinders from Spectres, and two 3-round shells from Sledgefires, and I will now go and do a firing demonstration. Here is the Spectre Titan firing a 5-round cylinder. Lovely. And again. And here it is firing a 3-round. And again. And single Elite. And Demolisher. Fantastic. Alright, well here it is finished, unless of course he decides he wants the bike pump painted, in which case it takes 2 screws to get it off, and I can just go slap some paint on it. I wouldn't recommend it because it makes it kind of stick when you go to pump. I could paint the lower half to make it match, but I like the silver. But that's just me. It's up to him entirely. It's his blaster. And of course, all of the various attachments. He asked for 2 Sledgefire shell absolvers, 2 Spectre absolvers. He actually after Maverick ones, but the Titan doesn't fire 6 very well, and since we were taking a 5 out of this, and I want to make one, so I took a 5 out of another one. He agreed to that. And then an Elite barrel, a Whistler barrel, and a Mega Dart barrel. They will also fire Demolisher rockets, Big Bad Bow rounds, and various larger rockets, depending on what you can get your hands on. So there is his modular system with all of its attachments. He has the rail-to-rail attachment that'll allow him to attach this to any barrel. That's going to be fabulous. I'm definitely going to have to make one of these for myself whenever I find the time. But if you're watching, Mr. Customer, go ahead and contact me and let me know if this is satisfactory, and if so, I will ship it tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll ship it the day after you let me know that it's good to ship. So, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and as always, thank you for watching.